Hello there ladies and gents, Extra Life Week's finally here, which means we're going to be doing a whole bunch of streams and videos this week to raise money for the Children's Miracle Hospital Network in America as part of Team Tomb Raider, which is hosted by Stellaloon. Now, last year I just did a weekend, but this year, taking it up a notch, going to be doing a week, and well, I'm also going to be doing some videos as I mentioned on top of that. So last year we managed to raise a grand total of $500, which was way above my goal of just $100. I was probably being a bit modest there. This year I'm going to be trying to raise the same amount, that's $500. I did start with $200, but I've already beaten that goal thanks to you guys before I've even started raising properly, as I did a little bit of early, raising before actually doing this event. So I just want to say a big thank you to those guys who've already donated. That's Wind, Alonzo Mumbles, I wonder who that could be, Chris's, Super Spyro Fan, a mysterious $1 donator who definitely wasn't me testing out the system, Heavy Main, Nav Plays, and then finally, I just want to say a huge thank you to Paul Acker, who has helped me raise a grand total of $200. Also to mention, I myself have donated a grand total of $90 to various other members of my Tomb Raider team. Jeffrey got a little bit extra than everyone else. He got a grand total of $30 from me. Everyone else got $10. And, well, you'll find out the reason for that later this week, I believe. That's if I can bring myself to edit the material that me and him recorded together. So first off, I'm going to be telling you exactly what I'm going to be doing for Extra Life Week, and then I'm going to move on to tell you about how you can donate, what exactly it's for, and also what the benefits of donating are, as well, there's a couple of prize draws going on that you'll be able to be entered into, and yeah, there's a lot of exciting things you can get your hands on in those. So first off, streams. I'm going to be starting off this week, today, by doing Resident Evil Extreme Battle. That's Resident Evil 2 to be more specific. It's a mode that was exclusive to the DualShock version of it on PlayStation 1. I've never played it before, I didn't even know it existed until about 3 years ago, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity for a stream right there. You get to play as Ada Wong, you get to play as Chris Redfield. I mean, you never get to really play them in the game apart from the part where, you're running around as Ada in the Leon scenario. Next up, tomorrow, that's Tuesday, I'm going to be playing Dead by Daylight with Wind, Reptilian, Pistol Pete, and Shotgun Jen. We've never played the game before. It's 5-player, it's a horror-based game. One of you plays a psychopath and has to hunt down the other people. Sounds like a lot of fun's to be had there, and that's a Halloween special as well right there, because, yep, set on Halloween. Next up, I've got Hustle Cat on Wednesday, and well, I don't have much to say about this game apart from it's a cat dating sim. Yeah, let's move on. Thursday, we've got Resident Evil Code Madman, the demo of that. That is a fan-made project based on the beta of Resident Evil 4. Very much looking forward to checking that out, because I really wanted that game to become a reality, like the original, what Resident Evil 4 was supposed to be originally. It was supposed to be much more creepier, much more spookier, so yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. On Friday, we're going to be starting a playthrough of the Tomb Raider game on the Game Boy Color. It's otherwise known as the Nightmare Stone. Yeah, I have very little idea what that's about. All I know is, a lot of people tend to confuse it for being a port of the original Tomb Raider game onto the Game Boy Color, which it apparently is not. It's its own game. It was made around about 2000, shortly after Tomb Raider Chronicles was made, or maybe around the same time, yeah. Next up, probably the biggest thing I'll be doing is Rise of the Tomb Raider on Saturday. That's also going to be part of the Team Tomb Raider stream, so there's going to be a lot of people dropping into that from the people who are going to be watching Team Tomb Raider generally do playthroughs. And finally, to end the week, I've got a co-op playthrough of, I was about to say of NAF plays then, let's try that again. I've got a co-op playthrough happening, a Cry of Fear, with NAF plays. Yeah, there we go, I got that one out in the end. And I have no experience with that game whatsoever, don't really know a lot about what it is, so to speak, but I know it's a horror game. Been informed by NAF players it's actually a continuation from the solo mode of the game, unfortunately. I've not played the solo mode, but, you know, he says it should be playable for the most part. I don't really need to understand exactly what's going on. It's more about the atmosphere of that game rather than the actual story, from what I know. So yeah, there we go. That's the entire week of streams. Now, as for videos, I'm just going to be getting on with a bit of Resident Evil 4, as it's very much overdue, and I apologise for that. And otherwise, I've got a special video coming in the middle of the week, which I mentioned. It has something to do with Resident Evil 2, and also our good friend Jeffrey, who I've donated $30 to, as I mentioned. Now, I know a lot of you at the moment are like, oh, you're doing too many streams, are you going to focus on Let's Play soon? And the answer is yes, I very much am for the rest of the year after this. Because I feel like I'm not making enough progress on them and stuff like that. So we're going to be getting on with Resident Evil 4 and Angel of Darkness after this, and hopefully finishing both of those before the year's out. So I'm sure we can. I mean, we've got a good 2 months left, haven't we? So yeah, I'll see how things go. Right, so yeah, how you can donate. There's donation links all over the fucking place. I've put one in this video. It'll take you over to my Extra Life page, and then you just have to click the donate link that is on that page right there, and you'll donate directly to me. And make sure you do as well, because it's the only way you'll be able to be applicable for the raffle draw that's, you know, to do with Team Tomb Raider. And, you know, also my giveaway that I'm doing myself. To mention, I'll also be doing a big thank you video for, you know, you guys who've donated after I finished the Extra Life week. I did mean to do one last year, and I did promise one. It didn't happen. Unfortunately, I just had to thank you guys over social media, because it was around the time I was moving houses, you know, and didn't really have the ability to actually record anything properly, so I apologise for that. So my hospital of choice, you get to pick a hospital when you're setting up your Extra Life and whatnot. I picked the Boston Children's Hospital. Now, the reason I picked that one is because it's normally the one that Stella raises for, but also she informed me that it does a lot of international work. I provided a link in the description about how they actually provide international support, so, you know, it kind of affects worldwide as opposed to just specifically Boston in America, if you get what I mean. So I think it's a good cause overall. From what I know, Stella is raising money for a hospital in Puerto Rico this year. Now, the reason for that, of course, is that they were hit pretty hard earlier this year by, I believe it was Hurricane Maria. I think it was. So yeah, she's raising for a good cause this year for sure. So finally, the rewards for donating. Now, the first of which you need to enter manually, as I mentioned. That's been hosted by Stella herself. She is doing it for all members of Team Tomb Raider who were being donated to. If you enter that raffle, you're in for the opportunity of winning all kinds of exclusive Tomb Raider goods. And honestly, I wish I could enter it myself. Fortunately, members of Team Tomb Raider can't actually enter it themselves, but yeah, there is a lot of Tomb Raider goodies to be won in that. Now, if you're donating directly to me, you'll be entered into a second prize draw, which will be hosted by myself. You'll be automatically entered into that, for the record. Anyone who's already donated is already. Yeah, you're in for the chance of winning one of many games, possibly more. I mean, I have a lot of codes to give away. Unfortunately, they're all PC. You might be aware, but it's kind of hard to get hold of console codes, stuff like that. But, you know, if you're not a PC gamer, you can always give it away to a friend, I guess, or something down the lines of that. Save it for a rainy day when you may get a PC someday, I don't know. I've got games to give away like Rise of the Tomb Raider, Resident Evil 4, amidst other games I'm playing at the moment. And many I'm not, like Sonic Generations, Five Nights at Freddy's, Layers of Fear. Now, of course, it depends on the number of people who actually donate, how many I will be giving away to each person. We'll just have to see. But yeah, to add to that, actually, Stella is going to be providing me with a few codes to, what's the name of the game? Lara Croft Go, I believe it is. Still need to play it myself, so maybe I could steal it. No, I'm not going to. I'm joking. It's a game I should definitely play in future, isn't it? For sure, Lara Croft Go. Yeah, she's providing me with a few codes to that as well, so we'll be in for a chance of winning one of those as well. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I think I've covered. You know, if you've got any questions, feel free to ask. Obviously mentioned there's a link in the description to the donation page. There's details on stuff that I've mentioned in there, like the schedule for the week. That's on, Twitch, YouTube, stuff like that. There's any of the links that you need. Obviously, they're going to be scattered all over the place. They're going to be on numerous things. You're going to be able to find them easy. They're going to be on Twitch, YouTube, and of course the Extra Life page itself. So, and of course in this video description. So yeah, I believe I've covered everything. I hope I have anyway. Like I said, any questions, feel free to ask me. Let's get raising, I guess. Come on. I'm looking forward to this. Really, really looking forward to this. Yeah. Alright guys, so hopefully see you on my streams or on my videos. Thank you very much for listening, and take care of yourself.